Anti-union ads are currently being run by this anti-union group called UnionFacts.org, which is coincidentally funded by a billionaire and a very conservative one at that.
Unite Here! Local 11 is one of America's most controversial labor unions. To understand why, look at how the union treated its members during the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic hit hotels and hotel workers hard. But while most of its members were unemployed, Local 11 still pressured them to pay dues, drawing congressional scrutiny. The union also raised its dues by 15% while preserving salaries for its leadership, some of whom make nearly $120,000 annually. The union fired dozens of its staff, but not the co-president's daughter. When Congress tried to help out-of-work hotel employees, Local 11 fought against bipartisan government aid, even though the aid package was supported by its parent union. And when Los Angeles tried to reopen hotels, Local 11 worked to stop that, too. The union also criticized hotels for receiving job-saving aid through the Paycheck Protection Program while hypocritically benefiting from the program itself. It should come as no surprise that Local 11 has exited the pandemic weaker and more indebted than at any other point in recent history. Yet, somehow, the union's organizers still had the money to attend a protest in Europe. As Local 11 looks to regrow its membership, the real question is, how could anyone trust its leadership again?
The Center for Union Facts likes to act like they care about the workers, and they're all about this transparency and exposing labor unions. But let's talk about the people who fund them. Let's expose the people who like to expose. The Center for Union Facts gets a lot of its funding not only from corporations, but it is hugely bankrolled by anti-union activists like Charles Koch, who is worth about $53.4 billion and has spent hundreds of millions of dollars, and some would say almost close to billions, fighting against unionized labor. And for an organization who claims to be about transparency and holding labor unions accountable and being a labor union watchdog, they seem very keen on not being transparent themselves, like where they get their money or disclosing who donates to them. But thanks to Influence Watch, tax filings confirm that they got donations from the Mercer Family Foundation, a very conservative family that donated millions of dollars to conservative causes, which donated $150,000 in 2017. The Lynn and Harry Bradley Foundation that donated $125,000 in 2015, and the National Philanthropic Trust that donated $100,000 in 2017. The Mercer family are big backers of Donald Trump and have donated millions to his campaign, but they're also big donors to Breitbart, and if y'all have ever been on the cesspool that is Breitbart News, then you know exactly the type of conservative newspaper that they are. Don't let the Center for Union Facts fool you, y'all. It's one big scam. Charles Koch, the Mercer family, they don't give a flying F about working people. This is not about holding unions accountable or increasing transparency. This is about people losing faith in unions, so it is easier to crush people when they ask for a raise or for when they ask to be taken to a hospital because they've been injured on the job. Isn't it interesting, in the anti-union video I played, they use this news organization, the Washington Free Bacon, which is a conservative newspaper, to justify their anti-union views. Which this newspaper is funded in large part by another friend of Charles Koch, Paul Elliott Singer. So just watch out for these organizations, y'all. You don't really know who's funding them, but 9 times out of 10, it's usually a Republican billionaire trying to make it seem that they care about workers, when in reality, there is an ulterior motive as to why they're funding these organizations or why they're funding these ads. And I will be making a video response to this video full of lies, because there are quite a bit of lies that could very easily be explained away with a simple Google search and using basic common sense.